You may have noticed that even fast food, which is supposed to always be affordable, is now unaffordable. The average order for fast food is now roughly $18, a figure up 4.1% since last year. Just 3 filet-o-fish sandwiches will run you $17 at McDonald's. It's not just fast food. Even coffee chains like Starbucks are now at a point where you'll end up paying $7 for a single cup of takeaway coffee. These costs aren't slowing down, and people are starting to say they can't even afford to take their kids to McDonald's anymore, as the prices are becoming too insane. This marks a huge shift in America. Fast food is famous for being recession-proof. When people have less money and can't afford organic, healthy food, fast food companies make billions. The best years for all these fast food chains are in years of economic turmoil, when the standard of living, inflation, and misery become normal. This prompts a desperate influx of customers to fast food chains as a last resort, but now even fast food is becoming unaffordable for most across America. According to the Consumer Price Index, fast food from 2019 to 2023 was up nearly 28%, more than almost any other category measured in this period. It's been reported that fewer people are going to fast food restaurants, and the same can be said for almost every chain across America, as these chains are squeezing every last dime out of American communities while facing huge drops in consumers. Recently, 99-cent stores across America have been closing hundreds of stores, and chains like Starbucks have also begun closing stores across the country. Yet, these companies have still maintained their revenue. What's going on here? Why are fast food chains raising their prices so dramatically? More importantly, how are they losing customers and still keeping the same revenue? This matters a lot, as it is an omen for the future of the American economy. On the surface, fast food is more expensive for a few reasons. The cost of packaging and raw ingredients is naturally increasing with inflation and the food market as a whole. However, these crazy fast food prices aren't happening across the entire world. It's more of an American-centric thing. One main cause is rising minimum wages. Recently, it was announced in California that all fast food workers would earn a minimum of $20, and this is becoming the norm for many major cities in the U.S. This is out of necessity, as the labor market is turning its back on fast food establishments and chains. The only way these chains can bring back workers is by incentivizing them financially, which is why the labor supply for these chains is still below 2019 levels. There's more job openings and fewer applicants. Rising labor and industry costs are reasons for fast food and other chains becoming more expensive, but there's more beneath the surface. Companies like Wendy's and McDonald's have been pouring millions into their apps, making you spend on their apps to get points, creating a feedback loop ensuring you always come back for your occasional rewards and discounts. These apps monitor your habits, lifestyle, and location to addict you to their products. Understanding this reveals how dependent America is on chains. The more dependent you are on these chains, the easier it is for them to raise their prices, as you have no other option. This is concerning for anyone in America. In northern Florida and Georgia, there are small towns with nothing apart from highway stops and chain stores. The landscape is anti-human. In most of America, there are no local food shops, no walkability, and no affordable healthy food, just mega chains in most rural areas and low-income neighborhoods. Most towns in America consist of fast food and dollar stores. This situation wasn't always like this. Much of America is situated in food deserts with hardly any local organic options because they are too expensive for most people. Companies like Dollar General and 99-cent stores have swooped in using their financial power to outprice any local food options and replace local businesses and grocery shops with giant chains. This is why much of America feels like clone towns with the same chain stores, highways, and strip malls repeated for miles. Initially, chains were seen as cheap, but this is an illusion to make you dependent on them in the long run. These chain stores create a billion-dollar industry by replacing grocery stores for low-income workers in bad neighborhoods or rural areas. These were some of the only places that everybody in America could afford. This worked because these stores made the American economy accessible to everybody, even the lowest income consumers, by supposedly offering hope to bad neighborhoods and rural areas, providing jobs. This strategy was so successful that there are more dollar stores in America than Walmart, Starbucks, and McDonald's combined. But now, even dollar stores are raising prices. For a dollar, you get less and less, leading to spending more for less. Just like rising fast food prices, people are now going to these chains less, resulting in Family Dollar closing 1,000 stores and 99-cent stores closing 371 stores. This trend continues, yet the two biggest dollar store companies, Dollar General and Dollar Tree, are still making billions in profits. Why are they closing and still making a profit? Is it just prices going up? Even if you don't go to dollar stores often, this is a sign of the times, because prices are soaring for almost everything. Most Americans think they need to save over $1.4 million for retirement, a number up over 50% from 4 years ago. Our money has to work overtime. Thousands are benefiting from new investment assets like Masterworks, the art investing platform, which has sold over $54 million worth of art, distributing proceeds to investors. This platform allows investors to buy shares of artwork, making the art market accessible to more people. Chain stores are making everyone dependent on them, then raising prices to suck what little is left out of communities, providing terrible service and products for a premium price. Once these communities rely on overpriced products, it makes people sicker and poorer, destroying America from within. Branson, a small town in Missouri known for its beautiful nature, fishing, and hiking, was a place where everyone knew each other and local businesses formed the backbone of the community. During the 80s and 90s, Branson transformed into a tourist attraction after being featured on television as the live music capital of the universe. This coverage sparked an entertainment boom, and chains started to outnumber and overshadow local businesses. The community fabric changed as larger companies brought in outside employees, and profits flowed back to corporate headquarters instead of staying in the local economy. Local shops and restaurants that were community staples for decades couldn't compete with the pricing power of national chains and were forced to close. The social and cultural landscape of the town changed, becoming a clone town with McDonald's, dollar stores, and highways, losing its unique community identity. This pattern repeats in most towns across America, as predicted in the book Infinite Jest, where chain names replace year names, symbolizing the dominance of chains in American life. The rise in alcoholism, depression, and anxiety reflects the economic pressures and isolation caused by the prevalence of chain stores. Despite technological advancements and new products, nihilism hangs in the air. When favorite chains raise prices annually, remember the words of Theodore Dalrymple: McDonald's and similar chains detract from the quality of our civilization. This sentiment underscores the impact of chain stores on American communities, emphasizing the need to recognize and resist their influence to preserve the social and cultural fabric of the nation.